Good afternoon. Welcome back again. Today we have a important part that we have here. We have what we have talking. We are going to talk about 4.5. It's the collection of the chapter 4. We are going to use it here. So I told you in chapter 4 we have three important things: graphs and how to play with it, manipulate, and properties of the linear and logarithmic and e and ax, then equation. So look at here. We have also what? We have also equation. So this is still 4.4. Now we have an equation. You can see from here exponential and logarithmic equation. So here's the point that I am going to show you. Look at the guidelines for solving exponential. Okay. We have a guidelines. We are 1, 2, 3. The first, isolate, take log, solve variables. What do you mean by that? Look at here. You can see from the first example, I have 3x plus 2 is equal to 7. You can see 3x plus 2 is equal to 7. So how we solve this one? Kaka, how we solve it? This is first you need to recognize which equation do we have. I have an exponential, right? So I have an ex. Because we have an x and equality, so I say equation. That's why it's called exponential equation together, combine it. So to solve such case like that, I am going to isolate the exponent. So this example is already isolated. What do you mean by isolate? I mean put the exponent in the left side and the numbers to the right side. This is called isolation. Then the second case, the second point in the guidelines is what? Is to take a logarithmic function. Then we have many cases, you can solve it by many cases, but the normal one is what? To take in log of 10. You know, when log without any base means that log of 10, the base 10. Clear, dears? Okay. So in that case, I'm going to use the second, I say log, sorry, log for both sides. Here I have 3x plus 2. Here we have 7. Of course, you don't need to find or use the calculator, because I'm not going to ask you about log of 7 is equal to what. Just leave it like that, okay? So now the important things is what? How to organize the left side. So I say equal to what? I know by the property, if you remember that, by the property we have log of ABC, we say is equal to what? C log AB. Am I right? We can bring it to down. So this one can be bring it to here. We have log of 3, and here's x plus 2, and of course the left side it remains the same. Do you understand the step, dears? Question? No question. Okay, good. Now I say x plus 2. I'm going to use the algebraic steps that which things with x should be in the other side, because at the end I want to say x is equal to something. When I say x, I mean single x. What do you mean by single? By single x, I mean the x without power, without number, without anything, without square root, without square, without x plus 2 or x minus 5, nothing, just only x, only positive single x. That's why what I say, the left side should be only x. So I say x equal to log of 7 over log of 3 minus 2. This is your solution, and you can see I didn't use the calculator, right? You can leave it like that and it's correct. Any question, dears? Good. Now I'm going to the second example. And till here is your solution. Forget about the calculation. Of course, check example number 7. Now I have another equation. Look at here. We have what? We have 8e to power x to x is equal to 20. So how we solve that one? We isolate first, so I will get e to power 2x is equal to 20 divided by 8. Am I right? 20 by 8 is equal to what? You can divide it by 2 or by 4. I'll get 5, 2. Clear? Leave it. So now I got what? I got 2 e to power 2x equal to 5 over 2. So how we solve this one? How we get x? Yalla. Kaka, the last one. Behind you. How we solve that one? How we take x? Taking ln. Because if I have an exponential, I have a logarithmic. If I have an e, I'm going to use ln. So I say ln to both sides. Look. Will be equal to the ln to the right side. And why we use the ln? Because I know this one by property will give me such thing like that. And you know ln of e equal to ln of e equal to 1, right? They are inverse to each other, so that's why I'll get 2x is equal to ln over 5 over 2. Tamam? How about x? I want to just only x. So divide both sides by what? By 2. I'll get what? X equal to ln 5 over 2 divide 2. This is your solution, and that's it. You should leave it like that. You don't need to use a calculator again. So here we are. Here's the answer. That's it. Clear, dears? Tamam? If I give you an example, can you solve for me like that? Yalla, it's your turn. Look at here quickly. I say 3 minus 2x equal to ln of 4. Then minus 2x equal to ln 4 minus 3. Then I'm going to divide by minus 2. I'll get ln of 4 minus 3. Divide by all of them by minus 2. You can use some things like that. Or you can leave it like here. It's okay. Both of them is right. See? Here's the solution. And here's the result. Good. Graphical, of course, is not included for you. Kindly check example 11. Now, this is the before we use the simple one. It was just one side, two side. Now I'm going to use this example, and sometimes I like to bring this one in the exam actually. How we solve that one? Look, e to power 2x minus e to power x minus 6. Kindly listen to me, this is new. E to power 2x minus e to power x minus 6 equal to 0. Forget about e. Solve that one for me. How we solve this equation? Forget about e, kaka. E is not included. Yalla, how we solve that one? Parentheses, you're right. Tamam. So x minus plus 3, 2. 1 and 6 is not work here because it will give you 5. The mid term shouldn't be 5, should be minus 1. Good. How we check it? You know how we check it. Do you have any problem with that one? And you say, of course, later you say x equal to 3 or x equal to minus 2. Am I right? So depending on this step, I'm going to tell you that e to power x, e to power 2x is look like x squared. So means that x equal to what? E to power x. Understood? When I say x squared, I have e to power 2x. Do you agree with me with that one? Dears? If I say x equal e to power x, so x squared means that e to power x multiply e to power x. Am I right? And the base are equal. We are going to add exponent. بنشيني x أنا. Okay? Okay, now. So we are going to add exponents. So x plus x to x. That's why I say x square be like that, x be like that. Am I right? And 6 is also 6. Cannot change number 6 to anything else. Did you understand what did I do? I say let, in my mind, let, I have this equation. In my mind, I am imagining it as x squared minus x minus 6 equal to 0. Why? Because I say if x be e to power x, of course x squared is e to power 2x. So I'm going to change in my mind like that. Understood, dears? Good. Now how we solve that one? Then by the same way, I'm going to solve the first one. How? We say x, you remember? Minus 3x plus 2. Do you remember? So where is x? I say here's x. E to power x, e to power x. Shall I repeat that step? Tears? Raise your hand if you didn't get the point. You didn't get the point. If my x minus 6 be 0, if I can factor this example as a xx minus 3 minus 2 plus 2, sorry. So if I change that one, look, to e to power 2x, to e to power x, of course I should put e to power x here, e to power x here. Do you agree with me now? Is more clear? Good. Now I say e to power minus 3x equal to 0 or e to power x plus 2 equal to 0. Am I right? We have a two factor. They are equal to 0 multiplication, so that one 0 or maybe the other one 0. Okay, so what else? So I say e to power x equal to 3 or e to power x equal to minus 2. Am I right? Did you understand, dears? Let me know. No question? Good. So now how we solve that one? I think it's easy for you. How we solve that one? How we get x? By len, right? Len 3, I will get x equal to Tamam? Any question about this part? No. How about the second part? I say this is no solution. Why? Because e to power x never be 0, never be negative, never. You saw the curve, right? You saw the curve. It wasn't actually never be touching the 0. Do you remember that? Here's what's asymptote. Darkanar. That's why never value of e to power x be 0 or negative. Usually is starting from 0 point something to positive. Do you get the idea why we cancel the other side? For example, during the exam, if I say e to power 5x minus 2 equal to minus 5, can I say this has a solution and do my step? No. If I do like that means that I did it wrong, right? I did a mistake. So never that one happens. Understood, dears? تمام Understood, Muhammad? Good. Question? No question. So this is the hardest one that we face it during the solution. You can see here, then you see we are not solution, we cancel that one, and again. Example 5 is easier than 4. How we solve that one? Can you tell me something? 3x e to power x, let me write. 3x e to power x plus x squared e to power x equal to 0. Yalla, how we solve that one? Solve for x. Solve. I say just solve. Think about it. It's easy. It's easy, yalla. Okay? Thank you. X squared again. So x as a factor. What else? What else? Yes, but before Kawana, we have something else. Also ex, right? We have two things, two factors. So x, I have an x. If I take x, it remains 3, right? I took this one out, so it remains 3. How about here? Only 1x. Am I right? If you don't know how to do in 2 steps, let me do it for you by one by one. So, as she said, we have e to... That's clear, right? Now, second step. Tamam? Now, maybe x equal to 0 or e to power x equal to 0 or, am I right? I have 3 packets. Tamam? Dears? So tell me about the solution is equal to what? X is 0, so 0. X equal to minus 3, so there's minus 3. And that one is not acceptable, is not a solution. So by the solution, we mean by that I have minus 3 and 0. Or you can say x equal to 0 and minus 3. Clear, right? This is the first part of 4.5. We have 2 parts. Exponential equation and logarithmic equation. So we have 2 things. We finished first part. Do you have any question, dears? It's easy? Do you think it's easy? Good. Now, how about logarithmic function? How we solve this one? You can see we have 2 things, log and, kindly come to here. Muhammad, yes, come to here. So we have log and what? And equality and x. That's why it's called logarithmic equation. Okay, logarithmic equation. We have a log, x, and equality. So I'll get logarithmic equation. So how we solve that one? What do you think? How we solve that one? In your mind. Log of 2 equal to what? 5? X plus 2. Yalla. Rikak. How you solve in your mind? For E, we took a len or log. How about for log? We should take a E or A, right? Reverse. How? I say both sides, I'm going to use the both side raising to 2, to power 2. Why? Because I know these 2, kaka, they will cancel. Understood? So it remains what in the left side? X plus 2 and 2 to power 5 is equal to what? So 5 to power 2 is 25. 2 is 16, 32, I think. Right? 2 to power 1, 2 to power 3 is 8, 4, 16. Tamam? That's much. So, x equal to what? 30. Understood what did I do? Look. If I have, look, log of 5 x equal to 2. How we solve that one? I say, look, Jamal, 5, 5. This one cancel. X is equal to 25. Did you understand? It's easy. How about if I have ln of x plus 5 equal to 2? I say what? I say e to e. That one will be cancelled. X plus 5 equal to e to power 2. And x is equal to e to power 2 minus 5. You got it? If you got it, solve that one for me. Yalla, next example. Down here is isolate, solve like that. Yalla. First example, quick. Just by eyes. You don't need to think. They. Part A. E to power 8. Tamam? Yeksar. How about that one? Solve B for me kindly. They. Solve B. Part B. Right? And I'm coming to check you. Otherwise, it's okay. Check where's the mistake. I say is equal to what? 2 for both sides. So I'll get 25 minus x is equal to 8. I'm not going to divide 8 by 2. Most of the error, it was like that. Most of the mistakes, it was like that. They divide. It's not divide. It's by taking the racing up to the power. So 2 to power 3 is equal to, not 9, is equal to 8. Careful. 2, 2, 2, like that. Then, of course, minus x, it will be what? It will be 8 minus 25. And minus x, it will be minus 17. Then x is 17. That's all. Easy, 3 steps. Check where was the mistake. Kindly checked. Good. Now, of course, try to solve that one at home. We have another thing that is easy, but need one step more work. What was that? We need to make it alone. So 4 plus 3. Look. 4 plus 3 log of equal to what? 2x 16. Look at dears. I told you, the hint is very important to solve. I told you that isolated. What do you mean by isolated? So I have 3 log 2x 16 minus 4, which is equal to 12. Am I right? Good. Now log of 2x equal to 4. Why? Divide by 3. So divide by 3. Divide by 3. I'll get log. Now everything is ready. Then it's time to find what? To take a exponential. Which number I should put here? 10. You are right. Thank you, both all of you. So 10, because log with nothing means that 10. So 2x equal to what? Am I right? 10 with a means that 4 zeros. So x will be what? 5,000. Tamam? Do you have any problem with it? The important thing it was what? Do not forget, write your hint that what did we do? That we took a 4 to the other side, number all of them separately isolated, then we took a exponent. We make the increase or raising up. Last, I think, example. Yeah, it's also very important. Like we have an example e to power 2x. You remember that. This one also is important. So how we solve this one? Think about it. How we solve it? Log x plus 2. Let me write for here. Log x plus 2 plus log x minus 1 equal to 1. Yalla. So how we solve this? Just think about it kindly. Can you give me one idea? Yalla. How? I need both sides 10? No, let me do something. Solve it. There's a common mistake. You cannot take 10 to 10 to 10 and you say is equal to x plus 2 plus x minus 1 equal to 10. That's 100% is wrong. You don't get any things. But in 4.4, we got many properties. We say that. Do you remember? Log of A plus log of B equal to log of AB. You should use this property. If you don't know, it's okay, write your hint. Because later during the exam, you do the same. You have the same. You are going to face the same. Maybe I change the x plus 2 to x minus 2. So if you have an idea, you can solve it. So depending on this property, I am going to solve that one like log of x plus 2 multiply x minus 1. And I'll get what? Now I have one log in left and the other in right. Now I can take a 10. Now I can. Because I don't have addition. Careful, this addition is a problem. We make it one package. From 2 packets to 1 package. Now, yes, you can take to 10 to 10. And I will get what? X plus 2, x minus 1 equal to 10. So how we solve it? X squared, right? Minus x plus 2x minus 2 equal to 10. Am I right? Hello? Tamam? Okay, how we solve again the others? We can write down like x. Can I take it like that? So I will get what? I will get x squared minus x, plus x minus 2 equal to 10. Am I right? So how we solve this one? Can you tell me how? We should, not we can, we should take this one to the other part because we cannot say something is equal to 10, just we can say is equal to 0. That's why I will get x2 plus 10 minus 12, you're right, equal to 0. Am I right? Now, this is quadratic equation. I can solve it by many methods. One of them is parenthesis. And I'll get plus minus a 4 and 3. So x is equal to what? Minus 4 or x equal to 3. Do you agree with me? Hello? Yes. Any question? This is not the end. Yes, question.
The easier way.
So easy way mean you should do it. Okay? Yeah, of course I need your step because I'm not marking you as a result, you know. I'm going to select every step has got mark. For example, 10, I say 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. So kindly do it, yes. Even the exam, the quiz, final test. Please, your assignment also. Show me your steps. I need it. Do you agree on putting mark on the result? For example, if they call minus 1, you give me minus 2, all of them 0? No. So the step is very important. During the solution of the logarithmic function, you need, Kaka, listen, hint, you need check your solution. If you leave it like that, for example, over 10, you'll get 6 or 7, maximum 7 and 6. Why? Because we need substitute the solution into the original one. Why? Can you answer? Why I'm going to put here to the log of x minus 2 plus log x plus 1 equal to 1. Why? Plus 1 minus 1. Can you tell me why? Because why we need to substitute that one here? Shut down. Yes? Exactly, because len or log cannot take a 0 or negative. So if I put minus 4, I'll get what? I'm not going to check the second because I got what? Minus. So this is not solution. We cancel. You say we cancel during the exam. See, we say the solution is not included. You solve it, but you say this is not solution. How about x to be 3? Let me check. 3 plus 2, 5 plus 3 minus 1, good, right? I'm not going to check is equal to 1 or not. No, it's not my problem. Equal to anything that we equal, but the important thing is here is negative or no. So this is good, this is my solution. So that by the end you say solution x equal to 3. You got it, dear? Any question? Any question? Now you know why we didn't take the 2, because we should make it 1 log. How? By using the package. I think in your exercise you have, instead of that plus, you have a minus. What do you mean by minus? We should make it a division. Division of log of a minus log of b. I should use now equal to something. I say log of a over b equal to 2. Then I am going to take a 10 to both sides. You got it, dear? That's very important, because actually I remember every year we have such an example like that, or in like a e to power x. So careful. And solution number 2 is not included.